Hi, my name is Lily, and I am in the HSC 340 Spring B 2019 course, and my client's name is Sally. Hi, my name is Sally, and I'm 28 years old, and I am very overweight, and I am very unhappy. I am 5 feet 3 inches, and I currently weigh around 275 pounds right now. I recently moved away from home to a whole new city to be with my, at the time, boyfriend. Unfortunately, a few months ago, he broke up with me, and I now find myself living alone in this city, completely away from all my family and all my friends, and I just feel very alone right now. I also attend college. I'm slowly working on trying to get my bachelor's. It's been a long process, but I'm working on it. And I also work part-time at my local little bakery downtown. Um, as I stated before, I feel very alone and I feel very depressed. And that in turn has caused me to cause a great amount of weight. Recently, I actually went to the doctor and was informed that I could develop high blood pressure, and that honestly was something that was very, very shocking to me. I never thought I'd be in that situation. Um, I never thought that would happen to me. I never thought I'd hear those words from a doctor, and yet here I am, and I heard them, and it's very sad and upsetting to me. Um, I'm not gonna lie. It's when I look at my life and what I'm doing, it doesn't. I guess it makes sense. I find myself drinking a lot. Um, I'll come home from work and I'll sit on the couch and I won't really do much. I'll just kind of hang around, watch TV. I like to scroll on my phone a lot and, you know, watch Netflix and all that. And I'll have, on average, I think on average around 12 to 15 beers a week. I like to, just have a couple every night. Clearly, that's not healthy. And on top of that, I'm also not getting a lot of sleep. I find myself staying up till midnight, 1 a.m., just scrolling on my phone, doing things that are not important, sacrificing sleep. Um, I also, being having a part-time job and being in school, I don't have a lot of money, especially now trying to support myself. Living by myself, it's very hard. And I find myself eating a lot of bad foods, and I just don't have the desire or the energy to teach myself how to really cook. So I'm not making meals at home, and I'm not wanting to, honestly. I find it just a lot easier to go get fast food and processed foods that are easier to cook. um, and I certainly feel like that is making it, even worse in terms of my health and, you know, um, and then on top of that as well, like I stated before, I don't do much. I kind of just sit around and go to work, come home, chill out, don't really talk to a lot of people, kind of isolate myself, just feeling really down, and I'm not getting exercise at all. I'll make it a lot of excuses for why I shouldn't go out, and I just don't find myself really doing anything that is beneficial for my health at the moment. Um, in terms of consciousness raising, I really didn't realize how unhealthy I was until I heard that from my doctor, that I was, in danger of getting some bad medical issues due to my weight. It's just it really woke me up, so to speak. Ever since that doctor visit, I have had to come to terms with the reality of the situation, honestly, realizing that there's a problem and that I need to change and that I can't ignore it any longer. Since reflecting on that, I have also started thinking about what my life would be like if I was healthier. Would I be happier? I believe so. I think not only my quality of life would improve, but I just feel like I would just be a much happier, healthier person. In terms of social liberation, changes like this, they're not easy, and I feel like it's going to be hard, in terms of switching things out and changing salads for foods and all that, and it just won't be easy. But, it has to happen. Over the course of the next 6 months, the ultimate goal would be to lose weight, just to become a mentally healthier and happier person, honestly. In terms of everything, and getting more sleep, stop drinking alcohol, doing more exercise, and the best possible outcome for me would just be getting my life back on track and becoming a much healthier and happier person. All right, well, Sally, let me just start off by saying how wonderful it is to have the chance to work with you and to hear a little bit about yourself. I am extremely proud of you for coming and talking to me, and talking about something is the first step. Very proud of you. I really commend you on the fact that you're in school, you're working, you're really trying, and life is very hard, and it's easy to get caught up in things, and I'm very proud of you for that. I do agree with you. It's not going to be easy, but it's important to make those changes in terms of trading things out. For instance, going to the fast food restaurant, getting a salad instead of a sandwich. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to want that salad. But if fast food is your only option at that moment, then, it's true. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. And, things, a support system. I wanted to touch on that in terms of, you stated to me that you weren't around your family anymore. It is so important to keep the people that you love the most close to you. It might not be easy to get in contact with them. It's very important to keep a good support system around. It can be very beneficial, for your mental health, and they can be very uplifting and encouraging, and that is definitely very, very important in terms of your success. Making a big change in your life is often made up of many small little changes. Just the fact that you are talking with me about it is, like I said, it's fantastic. When you acknowledge that there might be a behavior you want to change, it's like opening a door to a whole new world of possibilities, that if you had not opened that door, if you had not thought about making a change, you would never see those possibilities of what could be. So it really is fantastic that you are even talking with me about it and exploring these ideas. And giving this a chance. It can be very overwhelming. I'm not going to lie, even for someone like myself, making a change in life, it's just not easy. It's not easy for people to stop doing something that they've gotten comfortable doing and changing it, a lot of the times you'll feel stressed, you'll feel anxious, nervous, or just downright not good enough. These feelings are all very normal, and you may feel them at times. If you do find yourself feeling these emotions, positive self-talk and relaxation techniques will come in handy. Mindset is a huge factor in people's success rates and failure rates in terms of trying to accomplish something. The mind it's a very important factor in all of this, and it's definitely something that you might find yourself dealing with. Do you think that might be challenging? Yeah? Well, it can be. Staying positive is something many of us struggle with. It can be very hard, especially when we feel like we're not necessarily where we want to be yet, and we wish we would change sooner. It can be very challenging, but this is when I tell my clients to stop, think about everything you've accomplished, remember how amazing you are, think about how you have come. It doesn't matter if it's just a little bit or a lot. You've made progress, and you have to remember that. And changes they don't occur overnight. And then I'll ask my clients, think about the pros and cons. The cons of staying where you are compared to the pros of what could happen when you change. Like, do those pros and cons, how do they outweigh each other? For instance, with you, I'd say the pros of becoming healthier, there's a ton of them. How do they compare with the cons of staying where you're at, staying unhealthy, staying on the couch, staying up late, eating bad food? How do they compare? It's something to think about. It's hard. It's hard, but when you think about it in terms like that, it makes it a little easier to think about, like, what are you fighting for, and is it worth it? In your case, I would say it is absolutely worth it, for sure. So I'm going to ask you now on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being no and 10 being an emphatic yes. How confident are you that you can change? 7? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's actually pretty great. It seems like you recognize that you're able to change, which is great, honestly. It's, like I said, it's not going to be easy, but it's about believing in yourself, for sure. So that's great that you're at a 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you want to change? How about that? An 8. That's great. That's good. That's good. It's great. You clearly seem like you want to change, and that's awesome. So, I feel like we're on a good path so far. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in yourself that you will succeed? A 6? You know what? That's that's honestly a normal answer for someone, in your shoes, for, someone that has a long way to go, but you know that you are fully capable. Success is all yours for the taking. It just is about how you apply yourself and how you work through it. So, I really do look forward to working with you and to seeing you succeed, because I know that you will. All right, so to finish this, I'm just going to give you a little goal, and that goal it's a small one, but it's a good one to start off with. I want you to start trying to, at least 4 times a week, I want you to get outside for at least 20 minutes would be great. Half an hour would be awesome. But you don't have to go outside. Shouldn't have said that. I want you to try to get at least 20 minutes of physical activity 4 days a week. All right? And that can be anything. It could be going to the gym if you want, go on the elliptical, or just going outside and going for a walk, walking your dog or something like that. I just want to get you out moving, and we will touch, base on that later and see how you do with that little goal. So I'll let you work on that. So to recap, it's not going to be easy, but I really, really am impressed with how you recognize, that you want to change some things, and that you're not happy, and how your health is important to you, and how we don't want to see you obviously get high blood pressure or anything like that. So, we're gonna make some changes. We're gonna start getting you a good support system. We're gonna help you in every way that we can, whether that's trading little things out, whether that's making decisions like, not going to the fast food restaurant at all, things like that. We're going to get you through it, and we're going to start getting you moving too. So I look forward to working with you, and I'm excited for this journey.